It's really good to speak to you because, of course, it's been a really busy week having to travel to Swansea, but it does mean it's a result that gets you into the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup. How do you feel about getting to that stage?
That's good. It's two games away, to go to Wembley. First Brentford, of course, but it's in, I don't know, January, December. January is quarter-final. So, yeah, but listen, to approach one game always is better when you won the day before. So. And our tough opponent we have on Sunday is better, our game in Swansea was how it was. It's
a competition that Manchester City have won 8 times. Does that make it extra special, the fact that you are getting that one step closer to maybe adding a 9th to it?
Yeah, well, it means that how serious I think the club take it. This competition, Carabao Cup, since I arrived, is when the team is fit and everybody is available and it's perfect. When you have a lot of injuries, you have to prioritize Premier League because these schedules are so tight. And previous season we were really good. We were out in Newcastle against Tottenham, but we behaved performance with a lot of young players. But this season we have the squad in that moment fit, and it's perfect to play for the rhythm, to practice things. So players didn't play lately. It's really good.
I know it's still a while off this quarterfinals. I think it's in December. You've got Brentford in the next round. What did you think when you saw that draw come out?
So we know him. We played a few weeks ago, against them, and how tough it was. Had to prepare really well, the set pieces, the throw-ins in the corners, because they are really, really good. And a part of that, the traditional team, how we defend. So, but yeah, I like to play at home. Always I have this competition home because to don't spend much energy playing at home is a big difference. Be at home the night before, come here, 2 minutes away from the training center. We went to Swansea. It was really, really good, but
it's a long trip.
It's a long trip, and after that the fatigue is more, to recovery it's more a problem. We are lucky playing Sunday, but then Sunday will have been so tough.
Do you find as well, just going back to the bit where you're playing at home, when it is a cup competition, do you feel there's a different atmosphere with the fans when they know that whatever the result happens on that night, it's either going to be a big loss or a big win?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Swansea fans was unbelievable. So the crowd, the rumours, and yeah, when you play this competition, Oka State is in and out. It's a final because you continue competition out. This is special. You have everything's in the birch. Everything. It's not 3 points. Of course, you have another option. It's cool. It's cool. I love the cup competitions.
It also gave you the opportunity in that game against Swansea to make quite a few changes, to see a couple of players that haven't had a lot of minutes either. So in terms of that team selection, what were sort of the biggest key things that you took away from the team that you played?
I was to see players that lately didn't play, like Kusanov come back, and Rayan Cherki, and Omar, and many players play, long time didn't play, was really good. First for themselves, have to convince his mates that we can trust in them, not just me. A player has to perform well for his mates because I can give you the ball, I can rely on you, and all the actions that we need. And always you can be seen playing games, and that's why when they are fit, and they play really good. To the game, they start really well. They deserve the goal they score, but after that, especially in the second half, we were so good.
Rayan Cherki is one of the players that was key in that performance. He hasn't been able to have a lot of minutes because of the injury, but he was a big name that came in that summer transfer window. So what are you excited about him to bring this to this Manchester City squad?
He's a special player. He's out of all the managers we want to make like a chess game. You have to do this, you have to do that. And he's a little free soul. You have to understand it. So he's a special player. And he's so young. And hopefully he can be open and coachable to learn what the team needs of him, with and without the ball, and all the action that we need. But of course he gives you something up front that is unique.
How important is that for you as a manager when you're looking at a player, to have someone that has that imagination, that's inventive in the way that they play going forward in their attack?
No, the big clubs, you need the talent. They need the disciplines, and many things the club have to be. Discipline is just to be all together, decide what we have to do. You have to do this, because everybody be together doing this. Otherwise, today modern football is impossible. But after that, in the final third, I never said to Jeremy's or Savio's or Priats and Leroys or Rahims and wingers and strikers. Now you have to dribble right, now you have to do the left, now you have to, I don't know, so flow. So the talent, inventive in the final third, in the positions there, has to be incredibly creative for all of them.
Do players still surprise you in training or in the game where you think, I've not seen that before, or that's impressive?
In a good way, in a bad way? No, definitely. I like it. That's why I'm comfortable with them.
Do you tell them as well if they've done something you think, I'm really happy with that, or that was new, I didn't expect you to do that, but keep doing it?
Yeah, so they are top players, so I like to work with them. I think they are a fantastic group of players, the human beings that they are, and how they behave, how they train, how have a good leader guys, and the other ones, they want to learn, because we cannot deny that in the last 1 or 2 transfer window came 7, 8 new players. They had 7, 8 players. Sometimes it's not easy, and I am really pleased for that.
Let's talk about the start of the season so far. 9 games in, still such a long way to go, but how do you reflect on those opening 9 games?
Yeah, I would say I was not being bad, I will not be perfect, but I had the feeling that will be a good season. I had the feeling since the beginning, for many reasons. And at the end, you have a team like this, you have to be careful, because they are doing incredible, massively important, no competition like Arsenal, and no concede goals, and they are so solid, and they can manage different scenarios, and always they are solid and effective. But we want to start improving, being close there, because the season, from my experience, is so long, and many things can happen surprisingly. So that's why you have to try, to be there.
Have you been surprised, perhaps, with some of the results that you've seen recently, in terms of some of the clubs, the position that they're in at the moment, how well they're doing, or perhaps not so well?
And our team or the opponent? Just
in terms of the Premier League in general, how have you been
always
finding
happened that, always there are surprises, and but they say, Bournemouth is second the table, surprise. I would not say, but a little bit, I cannot deny it, but in the same time, what they have done last season, so the previous seasons, always they have been so tough opponent, and always there are a few teams. United looks like 1 game a week is there already, and there's a little bit up and downs, but it's just in Premier League is being there, and arrive in the last 10 games being there, and after put all the energy at the end. That this is what they try to do.
Does that excite you as a manager, though, when every season you come into it and you're thinking, slightly different challenge with this team this time compared to what you might have had last season? Do you find that happens to you sort of every season?
Well, what I pray this season is to have the squad. The problem last season, we didn't have the squad. So at the end, when we had the squad, more or less, we were the best team in the last, we know it, that the last 20, 15, 10 games, we were the best team in terms of results in the Premier League. So the problem, you have a period like this period last season, like we were not able to win 1 game. In 9, 10 games, we didn't win 1 or 2. So when that's happened in Premier League, you cannot win the Premier League. But despite, I would say 10 years, have 2 months or 3 months not good, excuse me, but can happen. So it's not a big disaster. And even with it was a disaster that we finished 3rd and close to the 2nd, and arrived to the final FA Cup in Champions League was the worst Champions League ever. I played as a manager of that team. But in general, I'm satisfied for many things last season even, and this season I'm happy.
Well, going to this season, I think it's just 1 defeat in your last 11 in all competitions. That 1 defeat was against Aston Villa in the last Premier League game. So what did you see in that game that you want to put right in the next one?
We were more than decent game. We played really good in many aspects, and the other ones were not good, especially in the first half. We were not physicality, we could not handle them. In question of duels and actions, no 1 against 1, because in situations that they create actions that make a little bit anxious. But in general, we were what we were. I know how we are as a team, and the people say, no, now in the modern football you have to play differently. Still, I am convinced that the way we want to play as Man City, I love it. So, and this is what I try to do, getting better for that way.
Bournemouth up next, who you've mentioned it already, have had a really good start to the season. So what kind of challenge are you expecting from them on Sunday?
So demanding, so aggressive, so transitional team, quick actions, everything is defensive, so everything is quick. Pace inside and solidarity. So after 9 games and last season, what they have done is not a surprise. It's because they are, I don't know him personally, but incredible good manage from Iraola, and the recruitment was really good, but it's not easy to lose players like, 2 central defenders, a left back, and go in PSG, Madrid and Liverpool and replace them and still be in there. It's because they do really, really good things.
2 of the top scorers in the Premier League going head-to-head, Antoine Semenyo and, of course, Erling Haaland, if he plays. So how much do you enjoy the challenge of coming up against someone like Antoine Semenyo, who has been scoring goals for fun, it seems, at the moment?
Well, as much Erling scores more than Semenyo win the game, so the challenge is good. Yeah, top. Semenyo can play in right, left, the pace, even a striker. Strong in the air, in the small spaces is good, in the biggest spaces is good. Yeah, top, exceptional player.
Pep, thank you so much
You're very welcome.
for your time. That's all we've got time for. I'll see you on Sunday. I'm there, so good luck.
I hope to be there too.
You will be. I'll see you there.